Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys might be wondering what we're doing today. Well, today we're actually going to be renovating the shop a bit. And what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, as you can see, we're in the third bay. The Corvette is here, it's just outside chilling. But what we're going to be doing today is actually improving the functionality of this side of the shop. And how am I going to do that? Well, one thing I've noticed is my unfortunate pile of boxes, the mower, and my grill are all over there. So when I first set up the shop, I kind of was using that side a lot. But, you know, as time has progressed, I've slowly moved everything into the third bay, all my tools, my workbench, my charging station, stuff like that. And I basically want some better functionality, and you know, I just want to improve things a bit. So the first thing we're going to do is actually, nothing really is dramatic is going to change. We're going to move the cabinets and everything out of this bay so that we can work behind it. And what are we going to put behind it? Well, I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but if you guys can see, this is a 8 or 9 foot section of the Gladiator gear track, and it's 24, so each one is about 12 inches, so about 24 inches tall, and I think 8 or 9 feet wide. I'm not quite sure of the actual dimension. And it's basically going to be the width of this wall coming out to about here, give or take. And what we're going to be doing is moving all of the crap, the Corvette banner, the towels, and all that stuff. We're going to make this actually like a functional hutch, if that makes sense. I've seen those prefabricated kits where you get the whole cabinet and everything, and then you have you know, slotted shelving here so you can put trays and hardware, stuff like that. Well, you know, I can't do that with just drywall. So Home Depot actually had a sale on the gear track, and also if you look above me, that's some of the edging that I'll be putting on for the outer edge of it. They actually had a sale, it was 25% off. So I think I got that kit, those two pieces on the floor, the 9 foot by 12 inches, or 9 foot by 2 foot. That was $90, give or take, and I think the top piece was another $20. It was just over $100 for everything. And I'll have part numbers and everything in the description below. And this is gonna sound stupid, guys, but one of the main reasons I'm doing this is a paper towel holder. You guys are gonna laugh, what do you mean? Well, if you guys look over there in the very corner back behind my chop saw and the belt sander, I've got a Gladiator paper towel rack. Well, I can never reach the stupid thing because it's back in the corner behind everything. And this little magnetic one rips off all the time. Okay, well, it's not ripping off today, but you know, it rips off very easily, and the magnet doesn't hold it. Yes, I could just drill holes into the cabinet and mount it permanently, but I figured since I have that and this isn't that expensive, plus I have a bunch of plastic trays that I could use. I've probably had them for 2 or 3 years, and I just want to be able to use those on the back of my wall, you know, so that's kind of another thing. And I think the last and final thing, haven't really quite figured this out yet, but you know, I've been picking up all these Milwaukee tools, and the problem with that is they all have different chargers. So I've got an M12 and an M18 charger, and right now they're sitting in the top of my toolbox, which is fine, but I want a spot for the chargers, and I want a spot for all of my impact guns, and I've got a few of them. I've got my air-powered one, I've got my electric one. Actually, here's my electric one right here, my Milwaukee Impact. And I don't have a good place to store them. I've seen people use PVC pipe, I've seen people make it out of wood. Lowe's did sell a very nice kit. The problem with the Cobalt tool one was its size. It was it's actually the size of one of these 30 by 30 cabinets that's behind me. God awfully huge just for a power station. and some, you know, hanging up a couple impacts and drills and stuff. Alright guys, there you go. We have the space cleaned up. I know the camera's kind of being blocked by all the cabinetry and all that, but that's fine. So basically what we're going to do is take this gear track, put it on the wall, screw it in, and put the second piece in, screw that in, and call it a day. Alright guys, now you're not going to be able to see this, but what I did was I took my stud finder and about every, it's either 12 or 16 inches, I can't remember what the off center is. I think it's 16. Yeah, that makes sense. Every 16 inches I marked one side of the stud and the other side of the stud. That way when we have to get this hardware, the screws drilled in, all we gotta do is get between these marks. And then what we do is do the top, then the bottom, and then once we do the bottom, just line them up with the screws above. Alright guys, I struggled on this. I pre-drilled that side, kinda winged it. This side I kind of lined up by eye and drilled it. Figured if I have to move it up or down, I could at least have that side pegged in, and then I could rotate the right side over here left and right. But the funny thing is, guys, we're dead on level. I couldn't plan that if I tried. I should go play the lottery. But yeah. We're dead nuts level, literally right in the middle. That's awesome. So, on that note, let's get some more screws in here. And this isn't too hard. I'm actually turning my drill down a little bit because it was just skip a teeth. Pre-drilled both ends, the right and left, and that's just so that I can support the middle. There's a groove, stick in the groove, drill one side, hold it, and get over to the other side and drill it. So let's get started. Like I was saying, this stupid thing is quite heavy, and you guys should see this. Well, this side's stuck in. Alright guys, both sides are all the way in, but we're a little would have been smart to hold my screwdriver. So it slides in the groove pretty easy. Just gotta get it tight. Place it where you want it. Alright, that looks good. Alright, that side's in. Alright guys, almost. Alright. This didn't take too long. I've got, actually I need to screw that one back in. Alright, so this is just an idea of what you guys can do with your tools. I mean, there's a billion options out there, and this is just one example. I've got a whole tool chest full of these. Not a whole tool chest, but actually got a lot of these. And you've got a lot of options. The only thing I haven't really found is a good source to store these. Nah, that's not going to work. Nope. Alright guys, I took some of that trim that I'd bought. It's just, I cut 24 inches of it. Cut that down here, and it just provides a nice finished edge. Now, you could run it top going that way, bottom going that way, but honestly guys, I don't see the purpose. It's just an accessory, I guess. I mean, you could cut that at 45, bring this, cut that at 45, make it join nicely, but who cares? Alright guys, here's the finished charging station that we kind of talked about a little bit. I kind of just decided to say send it, and this is kind of what we came up with. Just use the chargers, have those black plastic tabs where you can put your screw in. Put those into the rack. Now the only one that didn't fit was actually the dual charger. That one I did have to kind of drill a hole right in the middle of the rack, but I don't plan on moving these anytime soon. My only kind of disappointment would be that this M12 charger has the charging cable up top, which is good in if you're using it like in a workbench, like on the bench, but you know, now that it's mounted to the wall, that's the one thing that not really too big of a fan of. But anyway, so yeah, so I've got all my batteries charging. As you can see, the impact battery's already charged, the M18. The M12s are all going to charge, and yeah, that's kind of the up close of the charging station. And here is a bigger picture of everything else. And to help celebrate a day of modifying the Corvette, working on this stuff, got a nice bottle of Pennsylvania's Finest, and of course every workbench needs a bottle opener. Mine has one built right in with from Gladiator. So here's a nice cold beer. Man, that's pretty good on a nice 95 to 100 degree day again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna finish this beer and might have another one, but before we do all that, I gotta finish cleaning up the shop and take care of the rest of the stuff. But it's just a quick update, shop update. And that Corvette flag that was hanging up here, probably go on the wall between the Corvette and the Lexus. Yeah, I lost a couple posters in some windstorms, and it'll fit good up there. So that's gonna be it for today. And also, I do have LED lighting. I just need to figure out if it's burnt out or broke or both. And so I do have lighting from under here, highlighting the hutch from underneath the hutch, but I don't use it all that often. And I'll include a link to that video in the description above. And that in case you guys want to see the crazy neon LED party that this thing can do. And otherwise, that's pretty much it. Hope this was kind of informational. You know, we've got a mixture of Gladiator, Milwaukee, and all the other tools and stuff that we got around here. And I just wanted a way to get to them real quick and, you know, not have them being stuck in drawers, because I was all about drawers, but now that I've filled the place up, I want quick access to certain tools now. Most importantly, my drill and my impacts. Those are kind of the two big items that you use all the time. So, but anyway guys, if you guys like the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you want to get notifications when I upload new content, hit that bell notification button below. And also, if you want to help support the channel, click the links below. Thanks guys, have a great one.